Have you ever felt like your emotions are a raging storm, leaving you lost at sea? What if I told you there's a way to master this tempest within? Welcome to our exploration into the profound world of Stoicism. Today, we embark on a transformative journey, uncovering 11 Stoic lessons to master your emotions. These ancient insights, once grasped, can change the course of your life, leading you to unshakable inner strength and serenity. Introduction. In the tumultuous currents of modern life, where notifications bombard us and expectations weigh heavily, it's easy to feel adrift in a sea of overwhelming emotions. Anxiety, fear, and frustration become unwelcome companions, threatening to capsize our inner peace. But what if there were a compass, a guiding star, to navigate these turbulent waters? The answer, surprisingly, lies in the wisdom of the ages, Stoicism. This ancient philosophy, far from being a dusty relic of the past, offers a practical and powerful framework for achieving emotional resilience, mental clarity, and a life of purpose. It's not about suppressing emotions, but understanding them, mastering them, and using them to navigate life's inevitable storms with grace and strength. We often search for external solutions to our internal struggles. The perfect job, the ideal relationship, the latest gadget. However, Stoicism teaches us that true and lasting happiness comes not from controlling the external world, but from controlling our internal reactions to it. It's about finding tranquility amidst chaos and strength within vulnerability. This video will guide you through 11 core Stoic principles, each a stepping stone towards building an unshakable emotional foundation and discovering the power within to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Join us as we embark on this transformative journey and unlock the secrets to mastering your emotions through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." As we navigate through these lessons, imagine harnessing the power to stay poised amidst life's tumultuous waves. Stoicism, at its heart, is a philosophy of self-control and virtue. It's a pragmatic approach to living that emphasizes reason, logic, and understanding the natural order of the universe. The Stoics believe that we are all part of a larger cosmic design, and that our purpose in life is to live in accordance with nature, striving for wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Unlike philosophies that prioritize pleasure or material wealth, Stoicism focuses on internal strength and cultivating a virtuous character. The goal is not to avoid suffering, as suffering is an inevitable part of life, but to develop the resilience and mental fortitude to face adversity with equanimity. Think of a tree bending in the wind. It doesn't break because it yields to the force of nature. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances of life, while maintaining our inner integrity and unwavering commitment to virtue. It's a philosophy that empowers us to take responsibility for our own thoughts and actions, and to find peace and contentment in the present moment, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoic path is not an easy one. It requires constant self-reflection and a willingness to challenge our own assumptions and biases, but the rewards are immeasurable: a life of purpose, meaning, and lasting inner peace. But before we dive in, I urge you to stay with us till the end. There's something special waiting for you, a key to unlocking a more resilient and composed you. If you're ready for this life-altering voyage, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's set sail together into the realm of Stoic wisdom. Lesson 1. Embrace challenges as opportunities. Now, it's important to distinguish Stoicism from mere positive thinking. While a positive attitude can be helpful, Stoicism goes much deeper, providing a framework for understanding the nature of reality and our place within it. It doesn't advocate for ignoring or denying difficult emotions, but for processing them with reason and understanding. A Stoic doesn't simply say, "Everything will be all right," but instead asks, "What can I learn from this situation?" How can I grow stronger and more resilient as a result? This approach allows us to face adversity with courage and determination, knowing that even in the darkest moments, there's an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Imagine a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal must be heated and hammered repeatedly to become strong and durable. Similarly, the challenges we face in life can temper our spirit and forge us into more resilient and capable individuals. Stoicism is not about avoiding pain, but about transforming it into strength. It is about using adversity as fuel for personal growth and developing a mindset that sees challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on the path to wisdom and virtue. In life, we encounter a myriad of challenges, from personal struggles to global upheavals. Stoicism teaches us to view these not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. It's about shifting our perspective from seeing problems as burdens to viewing them as chances to develop resilience and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius beautifully encapsulated this idea. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Each hurdle, then, is not a roadblock, but a stepping stone guiding us toward a path of self-improvement and fortitude. The analogy presented in the video of a river facing a boulder perfectly illustrates this principle. The river doesn't rage against the boulder or lament its presence. It simply adapts, finding a way around, over, or through it. In doing so, it carves a new path, often creating a more beautiful and dynamic landscape. This is the essence of embracing challenges as opportunities. When faced with adversity, we have the power to choose our response. We can succumb to despair and frustration, or we can embrace the challenge as a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. Consider the story of Helen Keller, who overcame blindness and deafness to become a renowned author and activist. Her life is a testament to the power of resilience and the ability to transform challenges into opportunities. Instead of allowing her disabilities to define her, she used them as a catalyst for personal growth and a platform to advocate for others. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can learn to view our own challenges with a similar perspective, recognizing that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, there is always a path forward. Consider a river facing a boulder. It doesn't halt or surrender. It finds a way around, over time sculpting a new path. Similarly, when we confront challenges with a Stoic mindset, we use our inner strength to navigate and eventually reshape our journey. A lost job might initially seem like a tragedy, but it could open doors to new career paths, self-discovery, and unexpected success. Remember, it's not the problem that defines us, but our reaction to it. Lesson 2. The power of reflective questions. The "will this matter in 5 years?" question is a powerful tool for gaining perspective and prioritizing what truly matters. In the heat of the moment, when emotions are running high, it's easy to get caught up in the minutiae of daily life and lose sight of the bigger picture. This simple question forces us to step back and consider the long-term consequences of our current situation. Will this argument with a colleague still be relevant in 5 years? Will this minor setback at work significantly impact my career trajectory? In most cases, the answer is no. By recognizing the fleeting nature of many of our anxieties, we can free ourselves from unnecessary stress and focus our energy on things that truly align with our values and goals. This technique isn't about dismissing legitimate concerns, but about distinguishing between trivial matters and those that require our full attention. It's about filtering out the noise and focusing on the signal, allowing us to navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Furthermore, the 5-year question promotes a sense of detachment from immediate outcomes, allowing us to make more rational and considered decisions. Stoicism encourages us to pause and reflect, especially in emotionally charged situations. A powerful question to ask ourselves is, will this matter in 5 years? This simple but profound inquiry helps us gain perspective, separating fleeting issues from those with long-term significance. By contemplating the future impact of our current concerns, we realize that many of today's anxieties will fade into insignificance. This realization fosters a sense of humility and liberation, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Such reflective questioning not only aids in emotional regulation, but also nurtures patience and long-term thinking. It reminds us that time often provides clarity and solutions, helping us to approach life's challenges with a calm and balanced mindset. Time, as the saying goes, heals all wounds. And while this may not be entirely true in every case, it certainly holds a significant amount of wisdom. The passage of time allows us to gain perspective on past events, to see them in a new light, and to understand their impact on our lives. What may seem like a catastrophic failure today may be viewed as a valuable learning experience in the future. The 5-year question is a tool for tapping into this future perspective, allowing us to bypass the immediate emotional turmoil and see the situation with greater objectivity. Imagine looking back on a particularly difficult period in your life. Chances are you've learned something valuable from that experience, and it has shaped you into the person you are today. The 5-year question encourages us to embrace this perspective in the present moment, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater resilience and a deeper understanding of the cyclical nature of life. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always the potential for growth, healing, and a brighter future. This perspective, cultivated through reflection, is a cornerstone of Stoic emotional mastery. Stay tuned for the next lessons where we delve deeper into the Stoic art of emotional mastery. And if you're finding these insights valuable, make sure to comment and share your thoughts below. Lesson 3. Distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. A core tenet of Stoicism is understanding the dichotomy of control, recognizing what is within our power to change and what is not. The dichotomy of control, as outlined in the video, is perhaps one of the most fundamental and liberating principles of Stoicism. It's the recognition that we can only control our own thoughts, actions, and reactions, while everything else is largely beyond our influence. We can't control the weather, the actions of others, or the events that unfold around us, but we can control how we choose to respond to these things. This simple yet profound understanding allows us to release ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. How often do we waste our energy worrying about things we cannot change? We fret about the economy, complain about the traffic, and get angry at the behavior of others. Stoicism teaches us to redirect that energy towards what we can control: our own mindset, our own actions, and our own contributions to the world. By focusing on our inner sphere of influence, we become more effective, more resilient, and more at peace. It's a shift from being a victim of circumstance to being the master of our own destiny. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said some things are in our control and others not. This simple yet profound principle is the key to emotional serenity. Imagine planning an outdoor event that gets rained out. You cannot control the weather, but your response to it is entirely up to you. You could choose to be upset, or you could adapt, finding joy and opportunity in the change of plans. By focusing our efforts on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and responses, we free ourselves from unnecessary distress over uncontrollable external events. This mindset fosters resilience and a calm approach to life's uncertainties. The example of the rained-out event perfectly illustrates the power of acceptance and adaptation. Instead of dwelling on the disappointment, a Stoic would focus on finding alternative solutions or embracing the unexpected change of plans. Perhaps they would move the event indoors, find a new activity to enjoy, or simply accept the situation with grace and gratitude for the shelter and nourishment they have. This ability to adapt to unforeseen circumstances is a key element of Stoic resilience. It's not about being passive or indifferent, but about actively choosing our response and making the best of the situation. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who found meaning and purpose even in the face of unimaginable suffering. He recognized that while he couldn't control the events that were happening to him, He could control his attitude and his response. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control, recognizing what is within our power and focusing our energy on those things, while accepting the things we cannot change with equanimity. This mindset empowers us to navigate life's challenges with greater strength, resilience, and inner peace. Lesson 4. The importance of reflection before action. In a world that often prioritizes immediate reaction, Stoicism invites us to pause and reflect before responding to a challenging situation or making a decision. Take a moment to consider your actions and their potential consequences. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, we are constantly bombarded with stimuli and expected to react instantly. Social media encourages impulsive responses, and the pressure to be always on can lead to rushed decisions and regrettable actions. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to this reactive culture: the practice of reflection before action. This means taking a deliberate pause, even a brief one, to consider our options, evaluate the potential consequences, and choose our response wisely. It's about moving from autopilot to conscious control, from reacting to responding. Imagine a chess player carefully considering each move before making it. They don't rush into a decision. They analyze the board, anticipate their opponent's strategy, and choose the move that will best serve their long-term goals. Similarly, in life, we can benefit from taking a more deliberate approach to our actions, considering the potential impact on ourselves and others. This practice not only leads to better decisions, but also cultivates self-awareness and a greater sense of control over our lives. This practice of reflection enables us to engage with our emotions and thoughts critically, fostering self-awareness and empathy. It allows us to see beyond immediate impulses and understand the deeper reasons behind our reactions. For instance, when receiving a critical email, instead of hastily replying in anger, take a moment to understand the other person's perspective and your emotional triggers. This reflective pause not only prevents regrettable reactions, but also contributes to more thoughtful and effective communication. The example of the critical email is particularly apparent. Our initial reaction to criticism is often defensiveness, anger, or hurt. We want to lash out, defend our actions, and prove the other person wrong. However, a Stoic approach would involve taking a step back and examining the situation objectively. What is the source of the criticism? Is it valid? Is there anything I can learn from it? Even if the criticism is delivered poorly or motivated by malice, there may still be a kernel of truth in it that can help us improve. Furthermore, reflecting on our own emotional triggers can help us understand why we reacted so strongly in the first place. Are we insecure about our abilities? Are we afraid of failure? By understanding our own vulnerabilities, we can develop a more compassionate and understanding approach to criticism and use it as an opportunity for growth rather than a source of pain. This reflective process not only prevents regrettable reactions, but also fosters more thoughtful and effective communication. Instead of responding from a place of emotion, we can respond from a place of reason and understanding, leading to more constructive dialogue and stronger relationships. Incorporating reflection into our daily lives enhances our decision-making, strengthens relationships, and cultivates a sense of calm and deliberation in a fast-paced world. Stay with us as we continue to explore more Stoic lessons to master your emotions. If these insights resonate with you, share your experiences in the comments below. Lesson 5. The practice of Stoic journaling. Journaling has long been a revered practice in various cultures, and Stoicism places great value on this reflective exercise. A Stoic journal is more than a daily diary. It is a tool for self-examination, a mirror reflecting our innermost thoughts, feelings, and actions. Stoic journaling is not simply a recounting of daily events. It's a deliberate and structured practice of self-reflection aimed at identifying areas for improvement and cultivating a virtuous character. It's a tool for examining our thoughts, feelings, and actions in light of Stoic principles, asking ourselves questions like, did I act with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance today? What challenge did I face, and how did I respond? What did I have done better? What lessons did I learn? This type of journaling goes beyond mere emotional venting. It's about analyzing our behavior, identifying patterns, and consciously striving to align our actions with our values. Think of it as a daily audit of your moral compass, ensuring that you are staying true to your principles and making progress toward becoming a better version of yourself. The emphasis is on self-awareness, self-improvement, and living a more meaningful and virtuous life. It's a powerful tool for understanding your own emotional landscape and navigating life's challenges with greater clarity and purpose. By journaling, we engage in a dialogue with ourselves, assessing our reactions and decisions. It's an opportunity to celebrate our successes and learn from our mistakes. Marcus Aurelius, through his meditations, showed us how journaling could be a private space for personal growth and philosophical contemplation. Imagine ending each day by not only recounting events, but also exploring how they affected you. Such introspection can unveil patterns in our thoughts and behaviors, guiding us towards self-improvement. The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius is a prime example of the power of Stoic journaling. This collection of personal reflections offers a rare glimpse into the mind of a Roman emperor grappling with the challenges of leadership, virtue, and the human condition. Through his writings, we see Marcus Aurelius constantly questioning his own motivations, examining his actions, and striving to live in accordance with Stoic principles. He uses his journal as a private space to confront his own weaknesses, acknowledge his mistakes, and reaffirm his commitment to living a virtuous life. This level of self-examination is at the heart of Stoic journaling. It's about holding ourselves accountable for our actions, identifying areas where we fall short, and consciously striving to improve. It's not about beating ourselves up for our mistakes, but about learning from them and using them as fuel for personal growth. By engaging in this daily practice of self-reflection, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves, our values, and our purpose in life. We can become more mindful, more resilient, and more aligned with our true selves. This habitual reflection helps us become more mindful, resilient, and aligned with our core values. Lesson 6. Embracing non-attachment. Stoicism teaches the practice of non-attachment, a state of balanced engagement with life free from the sway of extreme emotions. Non-attachment does not mean indifference. Rather, it's about experiencing life fully while maintaining an inner equilibrium. Consider watching a movie. You feel the excitement, tension, and sadness of the characters, yet you remain aware that it's a story. Non-attachment, as explained in the video, is often misunderstood as indifference or detachment from life. However, in Stoicism, it's about engaging fully with the world while maintaining a healthy distance from our desires and expectations. It's about appreciating the good things in life without becoming dependent on them for our happiness. Think of a surfer riding a wave. They are fully engaged in the experience, using their skill and knowledge to navigate the water and maintain their balance. However, they're also aware that the wave is temporary and that eventually it will break. They don't cling to the wave or become distraught when it ends. They simply prepare for the next one. This is the essence of non-attachment, experiencing life fully while recognizing its impermanence. It's about enjoying the journey without being overly attached to the destination. It's about loving deeply without clinging possessively. It's about pursuing goals without being crushed by setbacks. This practice cultivates a sense of inner peace and resilience, allowing us to weather life's storms with greater equanimity. Similarly, in life, practicing non-attachment allows us to experience emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This approach helps us remain calm and composed in the face of life's ups and downs, enabling us to respond to situations with clarity and wisdom. It also fosters healthier relationships as we interact with others from a place of understanding and balance rather than from emotional reactivity in a world where we're constantly bombarded with stimuli. Learning to navigate life with non-attachment can be profoundly liberating and empowering. The video correctly points out how non-attachment fosters healthier relationships. When we are overly attached to others, we tend to become demanding, possessive, and controlling. We place unrealistic expectations on them and feel hurt or betrayed when they don't meet our needs. Non-attachment, on the other hand, allows us to love freely and unconditionally. We appreciate others for who they are, without trying to change them or control their behavior. We understand that they are independent individuals with their own thoughts, feelings, and desires. This fosters mutual respect, trust, and a deeper connection. Imagine a gardener tending to a rose bush. They provide the necessary nourishment and care, but they don't try to force the rose to bloom. They allow it to grow at its own pace, appreciating its beauty in each stage of development. Similarly, in our relationships, we can practice non-attachment by providing support and understanding, without trying to control or manipulate others. This creates a more loving, supportive, and fulfilling connection for both parties. It's about celebrating individuality and embracing the inherent freedom of each person. In the next part, we will unveil the final lessons of Stoicism for mastering your emotions. Join us in this journey of self-discovery and share your thoughts in the comments below. Lesson 7, Cultivating Gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the appreciation of the present and the simple joys of life. It's about recognizing the value in everything from the challenges that foster growth to the fleeting moments of happiness. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, advised true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages of inadequacy and lack, cultivating gratitude is a powerful antidote. Stoicism emphasizes appreciating what we have, rather than constantly striving for what we lack. It's about finding joy in the simple pleasures of life: a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of coffee, a meaningful conversation with a friend. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about actively recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives, both big and small. It's a shift in perspective that can transform our entire outlook on the world. Imagine a person who focuses solely on what they lack. They're constantly chasing after something more, never satisfied with what they have. They are perpetually anxious, stressed, and unhappy. Now, imagine a person who focuses on what they have. They appreciate the beauty and abundance that already exists in their lives. They are content, grateful, and at peace. Cultivating gratitude is not about ignoring the challenges and difficulties we face. It's about acknowledging them while also recognizing the good that exists in our lives. It's about finding balance and perspective and appreciating the present moment for all that it offers. Imagine starting or ending each day by acknowledging the things you're grateful for. This practice shifts focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of contentment and reducing feelings of envy or as satisfaction. Gratitude not only enriches our personal lives, but also strengthens our relationships. Acknowledging and appreciating the kindness and support of others fosters mutual respect and a positive cycle of generosity and goodwill. The video highlights the impact of gratitude on relationships. When we express gratitude to others, we not only make them feel appreciated, but we also strengthen our connection with them. Acknowledging the kindness and support we receive from others fosters a sense of mutual respect and creates a positive cycle of generosity and goodwill. Imagine a community where everyone regularly expresses gratitude to one another. People would feel valued, supported, and connected. Acts of kindness would be reciprocated, and the overall atmosphere would be one of positivity and collaboration. Gratitude has a ripple effect, spreading outward from ourselves to our relationships, our communities, and the world around us. It is not just a personal practice, but a powerful force for creating a more positive and connected world. Stoicism reminds us that we are all interconnected and that our actions have a profound impact on others. By cultivating gratitude and expressing it to those around us, we can contribute to a more compassionate, supportive, and thriving society. Lesson 8, the value of perseverance. In our F lesson, Stoicism highlights the virtue of perseverance. Life is replete with challenges, but it is our steadfast dedication to overcoming these obstacles that truly defines our character. Stoics believe that endurance in difficult times is not just a test of strength, but an opportunity for personal growth. Remember the words of Seneca, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials. This lesson encourages us to embrace our struggles, knowing that they are essential to our development and resilience. Perseverance in Stoicism isn't just about blindly pushing through obstacles. It's about maintaining a reasoned and virtuous course of action in the face of adversity. It's about aligning our efforts with our values and remaining steadfast in our commitment to doing what is right, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Imagine a ship sailing through a storm. The captain doesn't simply abandon ship. They use their skill and knowledge to navigate the storm, adjust their course, and protect the vessel. Similarly, in life, perseverance involves adapting to challenges, learning from setbacks, and maintaining a clear sense of purpose. It's about understanding that difficulties are inevitable and that our response to them is what truly defines our character. It's about staying the course, not through sheer stubbornness, but through a reasoned commitment to our values and goals. Lesson 9, embracing change as a constant. Change, as the Stoics teach us, is the only constant in life. This lesson is about learning to flow with the tides of change rather than resisting them. Accepting and adapting to change allows us to grow and evolve. It teaches us flexibility and helps in reducing our fear of the unknown. Marcus Aurelius reminds us time is a river, a violent current of events glimpsed once and already carried past us, and another follows and is gone. Embracing change means staying present and adaptable, ready to meet each new moment with equanimity. The metaphor of time as a river, as evoked by Marcus Aurelius, perfectly encapsulates the Stoic understanding of change. A river is constantly flowing, never remaining the same from one moment to the next. Similarly, life is in a constant state of flux, with events unfolding and circumstances shifting. Resisting this flow is futile and only leads to frustration and suffering. Stoicism teaches us to embrace change as an inevitable part of life, to adapt to new situations, and to find opportunities for growth within them. Think of a tree that bends in the wind. It doesn't resist the force of nature. It yields to it, allowing it to sway and flex without breaking. Similarly, we can learn to be more flexible and adaptable in the face of change, embracing the unexpected and finding strength in our ability to navigate new circumstances. Embracing change isn't about passively accepting everything that happens to us. It's about actively choosing our response and finding opportunities for growth and learning within each new situation. Lesson 10, the power of mindfulness. Stoicism advocates for mindfulness, a state of active open attention to the present. This lesson encourages us to live in the moment, to focus on the now, without the burdens of the past or the anxieties of the future. Mindfulness is about appreciating the present and understanding that each moment is fleeting and holds its unique beauty. It allows us to experience life more fully, to appreciate the simple joys, and to engage more deeply with ourselves and others. Mindfulness, in the Stoic context, is not just a meditative practice. It's a way of being in the world. It's about paying attention to the present moment without judgment, accepting things as they are, and fully engaging with our experiences. It's about detaching ourselves from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future and anchoring ourselves in the present moment. Imaginez savorins a delicieux mel. Instead of rushing through it, distracted by thoughts or worries, you focus on the taste, the texture, the aroma, and the experience of eating. You fully engage with the present moment, appreciating the simple pleasure of nourishment. Similarly, mindfulness in everyday life involves paying attention to our surroundings, our thoughts, and our feelings without getting carried away by them. It's about observing our experiences with curiosity and acceptance, allowing us to appreciate the richness and beauty of the present moment. Lesson 11, Finding Freedom and Acceptance. Our final lesson from Stoicism is the practice of acceptance. There is immense freedom in accepting what we cannot control. This lesson teaches us to distinguish between our sphere of influence and the events beyond our control. By accepting the latter, we free ourselves from unnecessary emotional turmoil. This doesn't mean passivity, but a conscious acknowledgement of life's unpredictability. In acceptance, there is peace, a serene acknowledgement that not everything is in our hands, but we can always control our responses. Acceptance, as the final lesson underscores, is not about resignation or passivity. It's about a conscious and deliberate acknowledgement of reality. It's about recognizing that there are things we cannot control and that struggling against them only leads to frustration and suffering. Acceptance is not about liking everything that happens to us. It's about understanding that life is unpredictable and that we can choose our response to it. The essence of the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference, is perfectly embodied in this Stoic principle. Think of a sailor navigating a storm. They cannot control the wind or the waves, but they can control their sails and their rudder. They accept the reality of the storm and use their skill and knowledge to navigate it safely. Similarly, in life, acceptance involves focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and our responses, and letting go of the things we cannot. This creates a sense of inner peace and allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater equanimity. Conclusion, these 11 Stoic lessons provide a comprehensive guide to mastering our emotions and navigating life. With wisdom and serenity, each lesson builds upon the others, creating a robust framework for emotional resilience and personal growth. As we close this enlightening journey through Stoicism and its powerful lessons for mastering our emotions, we invite you to bring these teachings into your daily life. Reflect on these lessons. Apply them, and observe how they transform your approach to challenges, change, and personal growth. The 11 Stoic lessons explored in this video offer a powerful and practical roadmap for navigating the complexities of modern life with greater emotional resilience, mental clarity, and a sense of purpose. By embracing challenges as opportunities, reflecting before acting, distinguishing between what we can and cannot control, practicing Stoic journaling, cultivating gratitude, embracing non-attachment, valuing perseverance, accepting change, practicing mindfulness, and finding freedom and acceptance, we can transform our relationship with our emotions and live a more virtuous and fulfilling life. Stoicism is not a quick fix or a magic bullet. It's a lifelong practice that requires constant self-reflection, discipline, and a commitment to living in accordance with reason and virtue. However, the rewards are immeasurable: a life of inner peace, resilience, and a deep sense of meaning and purpose. As you embark on your own Stoic journey, remember that progress is not always linear. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way. But by staying true to your principles and continuing to apply these lessons in your daily life, you can gradually cultivate the inner strength and wisdom needed to navigate life's storms with grace and equanimity. Now we turn to you, our valued viewers. One like if you found these Stoic lessons insightful and helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more people seeking guidance and wisdom in mastering their emotions. To share, spread the wisdom. Share this video with friends, family, or anyone you believe could benefit from these Stoic teachings. By sharing, you're not only supporting our channel, but also helping others find balance and resilience in their emotional lives. 3. Comment. We would love to hear from you. Which of the 11 Stoic lessons resonated with you the most? Do you have any experiences where Stoic principles have helped you in mastering your emotions? Your comments are a treasure trove of insights and shared experiences, contributing to a community of learning and growth. Music. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Don't miss out on future content that can enrich your journey toward emotional mastery. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Let's continue exploring. Before you go, take a moment to consider how you can integrate these Stoic principles into your daily life. Perhaps start by journaling for just 5 minutes each day, reflecting on your thoughts and actions. Or maybe try practicing mindfulness by focusing on your breath for a few moments throughout the day. Small steps can lead to significant changes over time. Remember, the goal is not to become a perfect Stoic overnight, but to gradually cultivate a more virtuous and resilient character. To summarize, we have explored the following 11 Stoic lessons. Embrace challenges as opportunities. View difficulties as chances for growth and self-improvement. The power of reflective questions. Use questions like, will this matter in 5 years, to gain perspective. Distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. Focus your energy on what you can influence, accept what you can't. The importance of reflection before action. Pause and consider your actions and their consequences. The practice of Stoic journaling. Use a journal for self-examination and aligning your actions with your values. Embracing non-attachment. Experience life fully while maintaining inner equilibrium. Cultivating gratitude. Appreciate the present and the simple joys of life. The value of perseverance. Stay steadfast in your commitment to overcoming obstacles. Embracing change as a constant. Adapt to the ever-changing circumstances of life. The power of mindfulness. Focus on the present moment without burdens of the past or anxieties of the future. Finding freedom in acceptance. Accept what you cannot control to free yourself from.